Ladies and gentlemen, youngins, George, the Chaotic Code is the YouTube's favorite show. Come on down. People, you know the words, and so do I. It's time for Whale or People. Let me tell you, are you in the market to try to get free 7-star pirates? You don't want to spend your grandma's money? No. Well, we got some interesting stuff we got to talk about today. We're going to see if the greatest free-to-play content ever free-to-play in the history of free-to-play can get a free 7-star pirate today. And on top of that, where's my tinfoil hat? I'll see if I can find it here. Everyone is talking about Relic 10. Relic 10 this, Relic 10 that. There have been some more changes to the Relic economy. And because it's Whale or Fail, 9 out of 10 critics love this show in the 10th person. We never heard from him again. There's actually kind of a pack I'm sort of interested in. I rarely get interested in packs in this game, so people sit back, relax. Hold on. Gary, where's... Guys, it's just a mess over here. I can't find the tinfoil. How does plastic stop the government alien lizard man from reading my brains? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think we're ready to go. We'll see. We'll see if CG can read my brain, because my brain is telling me something funny's happened. Listen, we all love the new update, right? You know, we can take our low-star characters to high relics or high-ish relics and whatnot, get to gear 12 finally. But where is the catch? There's a catch somewhere, my friends. And we might be seeing it today. It could be Relic 10, but before we worry too much about that, Gary, can you show one more time? Let's get us hyped up, because we are going to open up the big pack! Whale or Fail. I want to make sure we get this out first in case you're someone that's as lucky as this dude over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now more than ever, I believe Relic 10 is coming. Hold on, I want to make sure we get this out first. CG's literally just giving out a free marquee pack for both Quiggle and Athana. I'm guessing no one's buying this stuff. That's my guess. They're like, you know what? Just please take it off our hands. But as you can see, who's this beautiful person right here? Who is this? This is Dirty Dozen 66. Got a free 7-star Athano. Why are you guys clapping? Because that means I'm not going to get it now. Anyways, it's a freebie pack. Take advantage of it. Freebies are freebies, and you know, keep in mind you're likely gonna get a 7. There's this. I made a little guide to opening up packs 5775. You know, probably the most accurate video in Galaxy of Heroes history. Well, you're probably gonna get just a 5 and a 7. Same probabilities as we're used to for those. But again, oh yeah, I gotta reload, refresh the web store. All right, log me back in so they could tell their waves aren't infiltrating my brain. But same drop rates as the normal marquee pack, so we're gonna pick these up, go over to the free-to-play at the end of the video, save the best for last, and see if we were able to get the money. So there we go. That's one pack right there. It's only on the web store as far as I'm aware, so if you're not on the web store, boy, you're missing out on too much. This is the real content of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes right here. And of course, don't forget your free web store mystery chest. Got some Night Sisters, Great Mothers, all that beautiful stuff. There we go. Putting it in the bag. All right, so we're going to go open up the account at the end of the video. See if we get lucky. Let's just go ahead and reboot it real quick. Let me log back in. Okay. Wow. This does this and take 5 million years to open up. How do we play Galaxy Heroes on BlueStacks and Android emulators? Like, gosh, I can't go back ever since the PC client came out. Let's now start going, I don't know, tinfoil hat deep into this. You know, I think it's kind of sad in these type of games. They're always like, anytime there's something good, they're like, all right, what's the catch? What are you trying to pull on us here? Can we just enjoy an update and not think that there's always a catch to something? No. Not in this game. But everyone and their mother and their grandmothers and their great-great-great-grandmothers and whatever, the lineage keeps going on, talking about the Relic 10 conspiracy. Seeing it everywhere. I saw some light conspiracies as well. We talked about this. Red stars, since now yellow stars aren't as important. Yellow stars have always been like the first main gate to really start doing stuff in this game. Well, now that that's gone, there are red stars. All I can say is it's been a while since we've had some form of new progression in terms of a new relic tier. You know, even Omicrons have been around for a minute now. And this game loves new progression. These types of games, I should say. It's not exclusive to Galaxy of Heroes. So feels like something's going to be coming around the corner, because after the star change, people noticed that just recently with the update. Oh, also, yeah, in case you guys care about it, go to the weekly shipments real quick before I get too carried away here. We have, again, they've been doing some really interesting stuff with the weekly shipments, giving you stuff to do with your ally points, with your credits here. And right now in Galaxy Heroes, especially once you kind of really start getting into the weeds of it, you know, you get past the opening tutorial, credits just start coming in. It's not a big bottleneck in this game like it is in Marvel Strike Force or Raid Shadow Legends. So you might have a lot of credits to spare. I've actually been kind of semi-hoarding. I'm trying to go to 1 billion credits. If only I can convert that to real world money. Oh gosh, life would be great. But anyways, 50 signal data for, fragmented signal data for 10 million. I'll probably pick it up on my free-to-play account. On my main account, not too starved for it, but I think a lot of people are going to pick this up. Again, credits, not too hard to get those back into your arsenal of things. So there we go. We got some more ways of getting signal data, but the big thing is these things right here. They have reduced the cost, it would seem, for flawed signal data, as well as the green ones, the incomplete signal data, where the flawed, geez, too many F words in these signal data. The flawed signal data was 1,500 crystals, I believe. They slashed it down a little bit, where 1250 is actually not horrible, not trash. And people started noticing this right here. They reduced the crystal cost for the flawed signal data, and right here, green signal data went down from 2,000 to 1,500. That is crazy. That's crazy here. And then, yeah, we also have the questions. Is this good value? And then, of course, all the Relic 10s. Relic 10 incoming. Green, blue reduced. What a coincidence. You'll need lots with the upcoming Relic 10. They're absolutely doing this to prep for Relic 10. Yes, everyone's talking about it. So here's the thing. Now, I've never really... I'm a pretty patient man. Remember, in Galaxy of Heroes, you can get everything for free. Patience is your currency, right? So I've never really felt the need to spend, you know, especially the free to play. I don't need to spend money to get stuff right away. And I know a lot of you guys are like, they just take the game at your own pace. You be patient. Yeah, you're not going to be the top dog right away with the new toy, but still, take your time. You'll get all this. I've never bulk purchased signal data, but now you can kind of say there might be some reasons to do so. So we're going to do some quick napkin math here. So we're just going to look at the highest signal data here. Generally in this game, you know, most things have a drop rate of 33.3%, whatever the drop rate is. I usually find myself when it comes to this blue signal data, let's see if we can try, yeah, whatever, we'll do 120. I usually find myself out of 120 energy, maybe I'll get 4 or 5 signal data here. So let's see, I'll just do a few real quick. Yeah, so I got 5, right? Let's see, maybe I'll do here, let's do another, give me some more energy real quick. Here, do another one. Just, again, this is, there are people out there that have compiled the data to kind of show this. So obviously, this is a very limited test. But generally, you see, I get 4s and 5s, right? So let's just do every 120 energy, you get 4 to 5 signal data. Of course, sometimes more, sometimes less. The beauty of statistical averages, right? Well, let's just take a look at that. Let's say, pull up the greatest calculator of all time here. So you have 1250, and then every every energy refresh for a canteen is 100, right? So I mean, you don't need to do it. We can all figure it out, but I'll do it anyways. Basically, you get, let's just round down, 12 energy refreshes. All right, so you got 12 energy refreshes. So, and let's assume you get every time you do an energy refresh, you get 4. So you're looking at maybe somewhere around 48. Maybe you can get yourselves 5 every refresh, 60. So you're somewhere between 48 and 60 signal data for the equivalent amount of crystals if you would just manually refresh. Everyone following me here? I don't know. I think I'm not getting enough blood flowing in my brain right now. So, with that said, where is it at here? Scroll. With all that said now, you would see that actually, in some cases, you might get more value with this. But it's still... I still would say this is more if you just want to buy it now, you don't want to wait. It's not a bad value. You know, as I said, you know, you could get 48, which is on the lower side of things. You could get more if you just manually refresh, but 50 is kind of in that middle of that probability that we discussed there. So just putting it out there. Before, I was not really a fan of how much these were before. It was just more efficient to just farm normally. Now it's kind of like, you know, It's not horrible. Not a horrible exchange. So again, feeding into the conspiracy that Relic 10 is around the corner. Star levels drop, getting people to relics a little bit sooner, right? Also, dropping the cost of the green, the blue signal data, and they're giving more ways of getting it acquired. And there's one more thing. Kind of 1.5 more things here. We're seeing that CG is making a massive push to getting people to Relic 9. The era battles, which I think they forgot about those two. We talked about that. They kind of changed the plan for area battles without really telling us here, where there's an incentive to get all the new characters to Relic 9 so you can do the new area battle system. They're delaying it until Hondo comes around. But you know, you've seen with me, for example, I've never really felt the incentive to take everything to Relic 9. Well, they're starting to put their finger on that pain point. And lately, you know, I've been having a bit of a harder time, you know, keeping up with all the Relic 9 stuff. I gotta do the era battle. I gotta do the raid of the Dark Cyclones. I'd be a fool if I didn't, right? You know, that type of mentality. Well, now they're also kind of giving us semi-reasonable deals if you happen to find a couple dollars in your grandma's purse. I haven't recommended a pack in this game for a hot minute now. You know, I think the last pack I really recommended were those like $10 Chirotech packs, but that was a while ago. Oh, don't forget, there's some free energy stuff here as well. But this slice bundle, most of the time they're pretty bad. But if you're someone that's trying to keep up on your Relic 9 grind, maybe you're working towards Hondo, maybe you're trying to work towards some of the previous stuff, maybe for Galactic Legend of Soko, whatever it might be, Leviathans, I would say, if you are someone that doesn't mind spending a few bucks here and there, if you buy the droid brains here, you get 4 on the first path, you can get 6 on the second, and then you can also get 10 on the last. It's about $1 per droid brain. And I know this is a fictitious economy, and as I said earlier, you could technically get all this stuff for free with patience and time. So of course, don't feel pressure like you have to buy it, but overall, that's about one Relic 9 right there. $1 a piece, not too shabby. I'll probably pick one up for myself here. Again, generally in this game, I don't feel the incentive to buy stuff. Of course, you buy the new characters, the test, and beyond. It's like, you know, I'm efficient at everything else. I kind of do well with my managing the resources. I don't really feel like when I play Marvel Strike Force Raid, like, oh, they priced everything so interestingly. It's like, oh, I have to get that. I'd be losing money and resource if I didn't buy. In this game, usually the packs are pretty atrociously priced. That's a good thing for me. Maybe not a great thing for them. So just putting it out there. Again, more conspiracy food. Oh, yeah. That Relic 10 is around the corner. So just letting you guys know. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now, listen, I know this might be a boy who cries wolf. Everybody's been saying Relic 10 for years now, including yours truly. This feels like this first step into it all. I mean, just look in the history of this game, play other Hero Collector games. Usually you see before they introduce a new form of progression, they start easing the previous tier, right? But to be fair, we've seen gear reduction, or the pain reduction of certain progression be eased the past couple years, you know, doubling the gear, for example, right? You know, doing the accelerated drops, and there was no new progressions. I'm not saying it's all the time, but now more than ever, again, it could just be the plastic hat speaking to me. It feels like that Relic 10 is right around the corner. Speaking of around the corner, people, let's go ahead and pick up my free-to-play account and take a look if I ended up getting a 7-star Quiggled of the GOAT or a Thanos. Everybody, if you don't mind, can you please clap? Please, just a little clap, just a little one. All right. I'm ready for it. Ignore my mods. Ignore the mods. Yeah, I'm the best. I know. All right. Here they are. No, we got a 7. It's okay. Quiggled. Ah! You know what? Again, freebies are freebies, and you aren't gonna see me complaining, my friends. That's gonna be Whaler Fail for today. Make sure you take advantage of your freebies. Take advantage of the signal data changes. Let me know all your thoughts. Are you a believer that Relic 10 is around the corner? But you know what else is gonna be around the corner? Another great day in our beautiful empire. Oh, small note, forgot to say. My sleep schedule's been really crazy since my beautiful princess came into my life. So my Grand Arena streams, let's hope maybe next week. I was gonna stream Grand Arena yesterday, and I took the heart a little too serious. When the baby sleeps, you sleep. I kind of overslept, but don't worry, I've been killing it in Grand Arena despite all that. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'll be getting back into the swing of things soon once I kind of settle into better streaming friendly routine with my beautiful baby. But until then, you all beautiful babies, it's great to be here today. I'll see you guys later.